Today we will continue with class 11 public administration, question number 5 and question number 6. Okay, number 5, define third world countries, discuss the characteristics of developing nation. Enge third world countries anti te han soi fiate developing societies ram thang mek zel te hi enge an ni na han soi te ti ani voina kan question hi lukden kan lo ngai thladon ani Asia, Africa le Latin America, South America le Caribbean clear car ramte Europe ram frang te o be na tanga Indo pui pani na nuwa zalena mu te hi third world ram anti de anni heng ram te hi kong franga an nu ful le a mi pui an re thein risel na zirna thiang lim na sum le pai tho chu le ram ro rel na kalphung te an niam le ni. So we can say that third world countries are those countries which were oppressed by war. They were oppressed by war during the Second World War, that is 1939 to 1945. They have a new independence since the when Second World War was ended. So it means that those countries who are independent on their own after independence, who are free from the colonial rule, are called the third world countries. India is a third world country because we were oppressed and ruled by the Britishers. When we attained independence in 1947, we have a new independent state. We have an independent state and we have a new country where the political leaders are elected from our native and from our own soil. Okay, so India is a third world country. Le third world country an ram ni na dan tlang pui characteristics an zia rang le an ni na te. Number 1, mi pui sum tho chu hniam mi ra thei an tamin ra thei le ho sakar po zau le mi pui an ra thei a an har sa atam zok the ni ti na in lo cho pan nia kud do te pon tamani chu tiang bukin hanai lon tamani. We can say that in a third world countries the per capita income is very low. Per capita income means the average income of each household in the country. If the per capita income of a country is low, it means that people are getting daily wages, people doesn't have a proper job, people doesn't work daily. Okay, so if we compare America and India, America is rich in per capita income because each person are having a decent job. Some are working in a private company, others are working in government company, and others are independent on their own to drive the economy. That is USA, they are rich in per capita income. But if we compare to India, the rate of unemployment is very high and there are lots of beggars, there are lots of people who doesn't earn daily wages, so per capita of income in India is very low as compared to USA. That is why we are developing nations. Number 2, heng rama hian mihring an pung chakin har satna tam tak athlen piang an tama dam doi lama thiam na le ma son na vain thiam tlem thung. People in the developing nations doesn't have a good policy, a good child policy to strengthen the policy regarding childbirth, meaning that if we have a strict regulations regarding child, suppose how much child to have regarding our population, there would not be an outbreak in population. We will not be overpopulous. So strict policies are needed in the third world countries because populations are fastly growing and this degrade development since resources are unavailable to all the people. Heng rama te hian mian pung chak ema an pun chak awang hian har sana tam tak athlena re theina bok athlena ni sarkar in malak na te han nei ma se ti tak tak theini thrin lawa medical awanga thiam na te dam doi in kol na thad awang te chun mi chu kan dam le zunga amaro chu re theina na sa a chan chu are thei te bok le kha thiam lo te bok in fanei te anin ti mu ni tu lai chun fanei tam te in ti mu hun oma amar chu ram athan chaksi lo chun fanei nem kha ti chi ani lo ani chu. Number 3, re theina na tho na turwang mi hring pung chak mi pui din mun mason lo risel na niam le ziak le chir thiam lo pon tam lu tu hi har sat na ni in a per capita in a low per capita income country in a developing countries the literacy rate is very low. There are a lot of illiterates who can read nor write, who doesn't attend proper school, who doesn't gain or get proper education. That is the main problem in developing countries. Number 4, mi puite sorkara anin khat na sa ay ruk na lehlem let na lur lebo. If we compare the content of Mizoram, yes, we are under the developing society since we are part of India. Okay, corruption took place in our society, and those governments, those people who are working in the government, they are involved in nepotism and corruption. So the country is very poor since they take and eat away the government servants and the government employees, and the bureaucrats took and ate away all the financial sanctions and all the developing policies which are to be given to the nation or to the rural areas. Corruption hi hluar ewa wangin har sabna athleng na sa mani ti kha kan hri dangai ni. Number 5, thiam na yan tlema an tho chu atam ber hi thlan tuine an hai chu ani thilu zo ka siam danglam lovin rama an thar chu te an thok na sa ani an thar chu te apieng kha an ei turani an hral su ve bokani. So number 5, we can say that lots of people who are working in the developing societies are laborers, farmers, daily wagers, those who earn profits by earning daily wages, working in factories, working in mines, working in farms. They earn their wages through blood and sweat, and the income is very low, and they are very tired 2 day in and out. So this is the characteristics of developing society, and is part of the nature of developing society. Most people are very poor in this scenario. Number 6, chile chin clear na trong rang wanga har sat na le nam rang in ngei lo na awang te hi sarkar le mi pui van tlang nu na har sat na om na sa chile in clear na hi tamani kan hre tur chu ram chang ka nga pi nga in lung ro na te tama America ku na tinge an chang kang khovel in kan te khovel mason na gross domestic product a za som ruk vel hi an contribute an mali ku an thar chu kan nei top mai ni ram dang Asia tangten Mizoram tangten pon zuk pem lut kan oma mason na tura wang le na thok tura wang te nun thar zuk nei turten an ni chun citizenship an lo pezel ta khata khan in kha pol te khan pung na sa em ani khang ba khan ram chang kang ani ke ni ram te zo ka chuan he la nam le nam dang lo in nei te kan ngai thei lo ma hei le lama chuan mani culture le nunzia le mani nam pangai na tanga en chuan a om lutuka amar chu ram chang kang zo ka chun chi le chi in thlir te hi a om lo ni lo na tam lo ram te zo ka hi na sa em ani ti kan thri dangai ni Mizoram ate po atam hi nupui pasal chung changa po nam dangan lo nei pal chuan indem na an sa em ani khang song kha head hemi developing society chunga hina nia vai rama pai jon brahmins an oma mo brahmins kan ti jon chi an chi le chi a khan nam sang an ti ni mo mi chung nung brahmins an ti anu ka kshatriyas an oma vaishya sudras an om le sudra su nu ai beran ni sudras te hau na tho chu ek pai te mo mi lo fa ni te le sweeper ni te an ni brahmins chu he ta politicians te le lecturer sang nu tukte ni tu le ram ro rel tu tura ruat an ni tu lai om to lo ma se mi caste system hi vairama po ala om ve zo zo ni thing tlang tam zo ka ti ha kan fiat no wai ni le number 6, discuss the arguments on public administration is as a science subject or an art subject. Le public administration hi science subject ania art subject ani bok ani ti hi engen soifiate kan lu thuk main public administration ni borrowed concept ani ti kan thri tangai ni science atangin thil tam tak thiam na laluta public administration tang thil tam tak lalut boka history tang ten geography tang ten apoi mo laluta chuan public administration ni multi dimensional kil tin atanga mason na nei kil tin atanga zirang le ni na nei ani ti kan thri tangai ni okay, we will go to the answer Public administration as a science. Science may be defined as a precise knowledge characterized by the ability to formulate under accurate general principles with experiment and verification of facts and truth of science of law. It can also be defined as systematic knowledge derived from experience and observation rather than intuition and natural ability. Science to thil omsa natural phenomena khovela thil omsa a theory ani na ne na zuk base zuk proof zelani scientist le mi thiam te pon thil ni na an zuk mu a theory le ni na an zuk mu chuk zelani khatiang chingan public administration po hen thil ni na le ni na angin thil a zir ve ni dan zuya ne ya sarkara dan zuya ne India dan pui kan ringa India dan pui hnuaya thil in ziak tam tak freedom of religion mo sa khodu thlan na te secularism chile chin clear thailo te khang zong zong dan kha kan zom ve ve kan i chuwang chuan science sang hian public administration hi akal ve ni natinge kal na chan kan ti chuan science a chuan thil experiment an zuk ti a theory an zuk pa ya ataka thil an zuk ena khami chi kha proof ani ya ti khana ron chuk thini public administration po theory atang ten practical kha ain chun zom em em ani chuwang chuan public administration hi science ani ti angin soini ma se hemi hi kan hriat tur chu science ani fum fe mi alawa a theory angani tu na kan zir hi mo khotla a chun public administration chu science ani ti awa puan chi ani lem chung lo ma se kan zir na hi chuan science atangin thil tam tak azir chuka science nen until ton le hriat ai nang ati na mai ani so public administration may be classified as a science subject since experience and observation of administrative policies are amongst the most components of administrations. Likewise, in chemistry, physics, botany, all those things are based on theory and formulas. In science, we study chemical formula, chemical equation, and we study that and we study something in the lab, and that is put to practice. Theory is put into practice in science. Likewise, public administration is based on rules and regulations that is practiced in our society. Public administration as an art. Public administration ni art enge them thiam na thui tak ani na han soi te ti ani kan soi no ni. Art is skillful and systematic practice. It is practical science applied in producing some beautiful things like painting, dancing, sculpting, etc. It lays emphasis on the practice rather than theory. In this sense, public administration is an art without any doubt. Art doing ama sign voyan art ti hin boilo tur. Art ti chuan them thiam na ni khanan soi zawanga them thiam na om je chu enge le them thiam na chunga chuan thil tam tak om thea voina hian student te tlang lem draw ru ka ti ni tlang lem draw ru ka ti kha in ngai to na then chu Mount Everest te lang a then chu re ek tlang te lang te the khatiang chi kha them thiam na chuan ril ruin ang thailo mi hringin aril ru put manga nal ati ang taka aduan chua ama ngai dan le thil dana thil arema ama ril ru tanga chuak aron put mang kha taka a hlem tir khan khami art ani chuan guitar pen thiam takin thila phu chu te painting thiam in thila paint chu te mo in sathiam in nal taka ina sak chu te khang zong kha art chu a le a leng vek ani ti kan thria kanai ni chu tiang bok chuan public administration chu art ani na chu khovel a oma khovel a har sat na ron thlengani tuna covid-19 chungchanga po covid-19 chungchanga engangin nge ma kan la kang tin oma khovel a mi tam takan thitoni mizoram po kan boya indiram po kan boini chun public administration chuan an hnuai doctor thiam na neite an hnuai doctor scientist thiam na mangin vaccine ten muchu ka ti khan khovel har sat nang khan azugin helrema vaccine mang khan mi puidam na tur ten tia mask vo tur hand sanitizer man ngun tur lockdown tiang chi khan art them thiam na khana kalkual ani chu public administration art ani na chu ni kan kha thiamang chumo it lays emphasis on practice rather than theory. In this sense, public administration is an art without any doubt. Theory and katringot lawin ataka na len chu antini chu vaccine lak tur ti te mass vo tur te lockdown ti tur te thu soi lawin ataka thil therani chu public administration art ani na ti soi ve thungani public administration is a practical art because it is primarily an activity. It is concerned with doing deeds with some practical end in view. Administration requires skills of high order to solve practical problems relating to socio-economic and political policies. It is therefore an art as it deals aspects of human behavior influenced by cultural factors which cannot be examined in laboratory experiments. Helaya last paragraph kan soiji to public administration hi artani ataka na ahlen suaka ataka khovel omdan angina in siam rema khovel har satnate azuk sual thriani chu artani na chu ani mai ani nati hei kan zirna chan kan ti chuan public administration hi chun kan mule hriat the ani voina sarkar malak mai public administration ania khovela sarkar malak mai public administration ani khang zo kan hriat ani chuwang chuan heta ve thungi chun public administration hi art ani ti aron tina chun ju mas public administration is science ani ti ne kan ain kala ain pero sandai mai ni mun dia kal public administration hi art ani na chan chu science te in theory ain base lawa lepa te thilwa zir chi na ngai lawa fang mir thar mani apo mizorwa fang mir thar mu chu ani le to pani mo dampa tiger reserve kami te ka lepa an experiment ta khati nga lepa experiment ti wak wak ngai lawa ataka na an len suk mai ni ti na soiwe thungani theory a ain khat ve wak lo practical a le ataka ka na len chu public administration chu ain khat ani ti na soini le hemi public administration as an art chuan ataka na len chu ani ataka thilti chu ani ataka khovel har satna covid-19 apo arem chan angin wa har satne te sut ke ani ti na soini le public administration as a science ve thunga chun science angin theory base ania rules te kha kan zoma dan puite zom ania laboratory ate po experiment anga beya taka len chule thawani din soini chuan public administration as a science as an art thil pahni ania rindan pahni ani in nial na pahni ani rindan in anglo pahni ania public administration as science kan ring du ani chuna dika public administration as an art hi kan ring du ani chun adik thawani khang thleng ka voina kan zir chu ni ro se